The ozone layer is a layer of the Earth's atmosphere and has high levels of ozone, also known as O3. It's located in the lower portion of the stratosphere from about 20 to 30 kilometers above Earth. Charles Fabry and Henri Poisson founded the ozone layer, and it absorbs 97 to 99% of sun's ultraviolet light. Well, it's important because the ozone layer absorbs UV light, which warms the stratosphere and prevents harmful UV radiation from reaching the surface of the planet. Humans would not be around if it weren't for the ozone layer. It kills living matter and makes humans prone to cancer and cataracts.
The ozone depletion mainly affects your health and the environment. As far as plants go, depletion hurts physiological and developmental processes of plants. This could lead to the dying of animals that eat plants, such as herbivores, and could hurt the biodiversity in certain areas and habitats, which leave things off balance. It could also leave a lack of nutrients in the soil. Ozone depletion also has a large effect on marine ecosystems. Phytoplankton are the foundation of the food web and need sunlight, so they are therefore limited to the euphotic zone. The phytoplankton move around to increase their productivity and survival. When there is too much UV radiation from ozone depletion, the movement of the phytoplankton is stunted. Also, this light hurts the first developmental stages of fish, shrimp, crabs, and amphibians by decreasing their reproductive capability. Populations that eat these animals would eventually die off as well with increased UV light. As far as biogeochemical effects go, increased UV light affects these biogeochemical cycles, leading to increased buildup of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and carbonyl sulfide.
The Montreal Protocol is an international treaty that was designed to eliminate and drastically reduce over 100 known ozone-depleting substances. The treaty was signed on September 16, 1987. The program requires that all participating nations to report annual production of the listed chemicals. In addition, the import and export of such materials are monitored. Only a few countries have not signed the treaty, which include Afghanistan and Iraq. The Multilateral Fund was the first financial system to be created under the international treaty. The fund has provided more than $2.5 billion in financial assistance to developing countries to phase out production and consumption of ozone-depleting substances.
Well, basically, it's freezing temperatures and man-made chemicals are leading to a hole in the ozone layer. The freezing temperatures mainly at the pole. Human-produced chlorine is a huge issue. It's one of the leading factors that is depleting the ozone layer. One molecule of chlorine can break up thousands of molecules of ozone, and chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, were invented in the 1920s. And although the chemicals, mainly fluorine and chlorine, were not poisonous to people or plants, we didn't realize that once they were released into the air, they were super harmful, and once they floated past the troposphere and into the stratosphere where UV rays could break them down, that they would completely ruin our ozone. Well, there are many things that people can do to help mitigate the ozone depletion. One suggestion is to make sure that when having your AC fixed in your car, make sure that the mechanic is specially certified to work with the CFCs, and the unit should be regularly checked for leaks in case they are leaking CFCs. And also look into a refrigerant recovery and recycling program, and if there's not one in your area, then you should start one, because it's a great way to make sure that everything is being recycled properly. And another thing that you can do is replace halon fire extinguishers with alternatives, and make sure that technicians repairing your fridge or AC recover and recycle old CFCs.